record ko. Okay, so as I mentioned, guys, for the next few sessions, we're going to double into the concept of risk and return, and the portion of the text is chapter 7. So let me just repeat this. This is a diagram where you have $1 invested at the end of 1899 or the beginning of 1900. After 117 years, fast forward the end of 2017, your $1 invested in equities became 47,661. On the other hand, yung sa treasury bills, sa government securities, 74 lang. Tapos sa corporate bonds, 293. So you can see here the huge disparity. No? Okay, medyo hindi pa nga ano yan, nakalog kasi siya, no? Nakalog kasi pag linog natin, guys, na-scale down yung ano, yung axis, na-scale siya. Pero realistically, guys, malaking disparity yan kasi 47,661 to, ito 74. So that should be a huge gap there. And as I said a while ago, guys, please make sure that you read through chapter 7 for this portion of our lesson. Okay, what we're going to do now is we're going to use actual data, historical data. So may I invite you to please go to Yahoo Finance. So just open any search engine and then type nyo sa Google na lang Yahoo Finance. Yahoo Finance. Okay, and then you'll be led to this one. Yahoo Finance, Stock Market Live, Coach Business, and kindly open that. Okay, so we will be brought to this site. Okay, Yahoo Finance is a very good site for financial information, global financial information, what's happening to the world. For example, ito, European stocks join Asia sell-off as Russia-Ukraine tensions grow. If you're not familiar with this, guys, medyo there's an impending conflict between Russia and Ukraine. Si Russia nagpadala na ng mga forces niya dun sa border ng Ukraine, and Ukraine geographically sits beside NATO countries, no? So anong gagawin ng NATO countries niyan? Ang problema ngayon sa US, medyo very weak yung leadership nila in the person of Biden. Kaya nga yung botch na pag-alis nila sa Afghanistan, no? Okay, so this is very interesting. Well, not interesting interesting in the sense that ano kayang gagawin ng NATO, no? And then this will ultimately impact us. Kung if Russia so decides to invade Ukraine, nako, that will send shockwaves to the economy globally. Okay, so abangan nyo yan, guys. Tingnan nyo kung ano yung I hope hindi naman mangyari kasi nahihirapan na nga yung ekonomiya natin because of the pandemic, kasi madadagdagan pa nito. Nako, I don't know what will happen, no? Sa gulo-gulo ng ngayon, sa gulo-gulo ng nangyayari ngayon. Okay? So you can read through some very good news here. Okay, dito merong Bitcoin. Okay, may news about Bitcoin, etc. No? All right. So these are the most important news, current news, as far as economics or global economy or global finance is concerned. Okay, what we're interested in now is to look for information about several stocks. So let's start first with Apple, is a company that we're all very, very familiar, makers of iPad, Mac. Okay, so I'm sure many of you patronize the products of Apple. Okay, so let's open this. To get information about Apple, dito sa search box nila, ita-type natin yung ticker symbol ng Apple. So the ticker symbol of Apple, if you type Apple, no? Apple, so lalabas sa mga choices na to. Okay, andi dito si Apple Incorporated, equity dito sa Nasdaq to, no? Merong iba, Apple Incorporated, pero ito sa Mexico, Apple APC.F, this is Apple listed in France, etc. Tayo, ang interest natin, Apple, A8PL. So this is the ticker symbol, TICKER. When I say ticker symbol, guys, it means that if you want to access information or prices about Apple, you have to type A8PL. No? Yun ang parang ID niya. Okay, so let's open that. Okay, then you'll have this. No? So we have some information about Apple. So close ng January 21. So that was Friday, no? Friday. It means that the close of Apple was 162.41. Okay, it went down by 2.10. Ibig sabihin yung previous day 164, you know, 164. It went down to 162.33, adjusted na siguro to. Okay, and then there are some more information here. Dito yung open and then close, bid price, ask price, 52-week range. Ibig sabihin within a 1-year range, the price of Apple, the lowest was 116 and the highest was 182. It went as high as 182 over the past 52 weeks. A market capitalization, $2.653 trillion. Means that ilan ba yung number of shares outstanding multiplied by the market value. So that's 2.653 trillion dollars. Ibig sabihin, mas mayaman pa sa sa GNP, GDP ng Pilipinas, no? Yung market capitalization ni Apple. Okay, and then ito guys yung beta, no? Beta 5-year monthly, 5-year na monthly data 1.2. Okay, this is a measure of risk. Yung 1.2 na to, yung beta na to. Okay, of course this is time bound, so this changes over time. Okay, so 5-year daw to na monthly, so that means that you took the monthly data for the past 5 years and computed for the beta. Beta is a measurement of the sensitivity of the stock of the company to the market. Ibig sabihin, kung i-compare natin to sa market, which is proxied by Standard & Poor's. Mamaya explain ko kung ano yung Standard & Poor's. Apple has been moving at 1.2 times the market. So what does that mean? Ibig sabihin, if the market increases by 1%, si Apple mag-i-increase ng 1.2%. Okay, yun ang ibig sabihin ng beta. So mas mataas yung increase niya. But if the market goes down by 10%, then Apple will go down by 12%. Kasi 1.2 times lagi si Apple compared to the market. So the beta is a measure of the riskiness of the asset. Okay? And the higher the beta, the more risky the asset is. If we have another company with a beta of 1.7, for example, then that means that company is more risky than Apple. Okay, so magandang comparison yan kasi it's a standard comparison yung beta na yan. No? Okay, so understood guys yung concept ng beta? Clear ba? Paki-chat naman please kung clear yung concept ng beta. This is a measure of relative risk. No? If the beta is greater than 1, then ibig sabihin nun, it's riskier than the market. If the beta is less than 1, ibig sabihin nun, it's less risky than the market. Kunyari, ang beta 0.1 lang. So ibig sabihin nun, for every 1% change in the market, the stock will only change by 0.1%. Kasi 0.1 lang yung beta niya. Okay? So it's a measure of how volatile the returns of that stock compared to the market. A higher beta, guys, means a riskier asset. Okay, so now let's take a look at this. Itong plot ni Apple, where we can learn a lot from from this information given by Yahoo Finance. No? I-click lang natin yung full screen. Okay, full screen. Tapos tanggalin ko lang to ha. Tanggalin ko lang to. Okay, so this is Apple, no? Apple. Let's change the date. Let's change the date. Gawin nating January 2. Okay, sige. Let's make this beginning of January 2018. Gawin natin 2018. Okay. Let's make it ano na lang 2017. Okay, January 1, 2017 para 5-year data up to December 31, 2021. Okay, 2017, 18, 19, 20, 21. 5-year data. I-apply natin. Apply it. Okay. Okay, let me pause for a while kasi baka hindi pa kayo nakakahabol, no? Okay, and then paki-chat guys kung if you were able to access the data December 1, 2017 hanggang December 31, 2021. So that's a 5-year data. Let's see ano yung galaw ng prices ng ni Apple. No? Paki-chat naman please guys kung okay na, kung if you were able to access the plot of Apple. December 1, 2017 to December 31, 2021. I'll wait for you guys. Okay, thank you, Tricia. I'm waiting for the rest, guys. Kindly chat. Okay, good, good. Okay, on the y-axis here, you have the prices, no? Okay, actually, this can be in terms of percentage. Nahanap ko yung, I can't find the button to change it to percentage. Anyway, sige, yung price na lang. Okay, let's see, guys, if the Apple stock price was affected during the start of the COVID. If you take a look at this one, guys, ang nabigay sa atin is so yung first date dito is ano ba to? June 12, 2017. Bakit kaya hindi ano, no? Hindi siya June, hindi siya I was expecting January 1, 2017. Anyway, guys, anyway. So, yung COVID kasi, di ba, when did it happen? Nagsimula siya nung around February or March of 2020. So, itong portion na to, tingnan nyo, ayan, March 23, no? You notice that sa portion na to, the price of Apple went down. Ito yung start ng COVID eh. Okay, this was the start of of the COVID. February, ayan, nakita nyo guys, bumababa yung price, no? However, hanggang March lang, March 16, okay, yung nag-bottom siya dito. But after that, guys, okay, there was a steady going up, no? Hanggang dito nga, umabot dito, where the price became 179.45. Okay, at the start of this plot, it was only 36.44 or 35.57. Okay, this is June 12, 2017, and then here, this is December 27, 2021. It ballooned to 177.57. Diba? Ang laking increase. And it was not temporarily, no, it was affected during the start of the COVID, pero no more. After that, trend talaga niya pataas, di ba? Now, why do you think is this so? Bakit hindi naapektuhan si Apple dun sa at the onset of COVID, the pandemic? Anyone would like to propose some reasons bakit kaya, no? Bakit kaya hindi siya naapektuhan? Anyone, please? Yes, Ian, thank you.
Sir, I think it's because on the onset of COVID-19, we needed technology more than we didn't. And because we had work from home, also online classes, the sales of Apple in terms of MacBooks and laptops and technology, it's much needed no onset ng COVID than it was not.
I agree with you, Ian. Thank you so much, no, for that correct observation. Tama, kasi technology product to, and when people started working from home, all the more yung demand for the product became more pronounced, no? Kaso we might reason, di ba nag-close yung mga stores? Bakit kung sarado yung mga outlets ni Apple, paano tumataas to? Anyone? I think yes, Shello?
Sir, the reason behind the increase in Apple's stock price po is because of their pivot as well. So, one of the initiatives which they did during the onset of the pandemic was that they also shifted to selling their products online. And at the same time, it was further pumped up po by the introduction of new products, which further increased sales in the long run po.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, thank you, Shello. That's a good observation. Yes, you're correct, no? So even if the physical stores were closed, kasi di ba nagkaroon ng mga pronouncements na bawal na yung mga physical stores muna to avoid yung spread ng virus. People of course know that you can already buy these items from online retailers. So no, there was no hindrance already dun sa acquisition ng product na to. So no pandemic, no spread of pandemic stopped the sales of Apple. In fact, all the more, no, na enhance. Kita nyo naman nung nagsimula nung this was on June 12, di ba? 2017. The price was at 35. Okay? So if you had certain shares of Apple invested, in 5 years time, di ba, dito 177 na. Ang question, ano yung return niyan? Those are the things that we're going to learn. By how much did you earn from June 2017 hanggang December 31, 2021? Kasi kita natin na grabe yung return siya, no? The price went up. Kung if this was 36, so times 3, times 6, no? Around 6 times yung increase ng price. 5 to 6 times yung increase ng price. Okay? All right, so what we can do here, so hindi na apektuhan, ano? Now, let's try to compare this. Tingnan natin ha. May comparison tayo dito. You click comparison and then i-compare natin guys with ano. Yan, American Airlines ito. Yan. Some of the industries that were really affected were yung mga airlines, no? Ito, AAL guys. AAL is American Airlines. So if you type AAL here, AAL, there. So that's American Airlines Group. Okay, then let's increase the size a bit and make it colored red. Okay. All right. You can see now the difference between the prices. Okay, ito naging percentage na. Percentage between Apple and American Airlines. So pareho at the beginning, okay? At the beginning, in fact, mas mataas yung yung American Airlines 53.03, di ba? If you can see on top, no? If I go here, if I put my cursor here, Apple had 36.04, American Airlines have 53.04. Tapos, okay, so we're setting this to be 0.0 at the beginning, and then we compute for the returns for the increase in the value. At the end, December 31, after 5 years or 4.5 years, kasi June lang yon, no? There was a drop of 67% in the price of American Airlines, while there was almost a 400% increase in the price of Apple. So you can see the stark difference. And what happened here sa American Airlines at the onset of COVID? Bumagsak sila, no? And then medyo nag-stabilize, pero they were never really able to recover. No? Hindi na bumalik dun sa original na level ng price. 'Di ba? Talaga affected yung yung airlines na to, no? Compared to Apple. Let's add another comparison. Si Netflix naman, NFLX, no? Netflix, ang ticker symbol ni Netflix is NFLX, okay? So click natin si Netflix. Okay, size dito, and then let's make it colored green there. Save. Okay. So ito si Netflix, no? The green colored price. In fact, initially si Netflix, guys, 'di ba? Ang laki ng it's even outperforming Apple, no? Pagdating dito sa at the onset of the pandemic, pareho lang yung behavior nila ni Apple. Okay? Bumababa din siya, pero naka-recover, no? Naka-recover. Until na overtaken na siya ni Apple, no? Dun sa 2021, mas mataas na yung price ni stock price ni Apple. Okay, over Netflix. Siyempre kasi mas yung demand for Apple at saka yung pricing kasi ng Apple mas yung revenues niya talaga mas mataas, no? And then in fact dito bumaba siya dito, na it would be interesting bakit kaya bumaba yung yung price ni Netflix. Okay, although compared to the beginning period natin dito yung 2017, it was 166% higher than the beginning date natin. Okay? Pero si Apple 400% yung increase niya. Okay, so graphically makikita natin, guys, very interesting yung movement ng mga prices depende dun sa industry. Dagdagan pa natin ang comparison. Although hindi na linalagay dito yung yung kunyari Netflix, wala na dito sa dito, nakalagay dito. Let's see Microsoft MSFT. Si Microsoft, let's see kung ano yung performance niya. Gawin natin colored violet natin, save. Okay. Okay, ganun din si Microsoft, no? Si Microsoft halos pareho ng galaw ni Apple, no? And although its increase from the start date is lower than Apple, ang increase lang niya 329%, 330% for this particular period. Okay, si American Airlines bagsak. Si Netflix increased by 166%. Apple had the lion's share, almost 400% times 4. Okay? Siguro one more. Let's see. Southwest ba? Ano ba yung ano ng Southwest Airlines? Ito. This is another Southwest Energy, Southwest Airlines. Let's see. Yan. Ito. LUV, guys. LUV. Southwest Airlines. Let's see. Okay. So, let's give it a different color. Color natin. Let's see. Okay. So pareho siya, no? Halos pareho siya ni ni American Airlines, still down, no? But not as much as American Airlines. So talaga nag-suffer, guys, yung yung mga airline companies. Si tech stocks, si Microsoft, si Apple, they appreciated, no? Si Netflix nag-appreciate din siya, but it's interesting, ano kayang reason kung bakit from October 25, 2021 there was a marked decrease, no? Kasi at this point 316.05 na increase ni even more, no? Okay, sa point na to, no, dito kay sa green na to kay Netflix, but it went down. So it would be a good research topic, no, kung ano kaya yung dahilan kung bakit bumagsak siya. Pareho dito, no? Pareho dito. There was one time when the stock price of Netflix was going down, primarily because there was a threat from content providers to pull out. Yeah, si Disney. Si Disney kasi nagsimula na siya ng kanyang sariling Disney Channel. So pinull out na niya yung content niya from Netflix, and that also affected the price of Netflix. So I'm not sure if maybe this was the time, no, na nag-pull out si Disney sa kay Netflix. Okay. So one last comparison. GSPC. Ito yung standard, guys. This is the Standard and Poor's. Yan, S&P 500. Ang ang ticker symbol GSPC. Okay? So this is a basket of 500 companies. So this is a proxy for the market. So if you'd like to compare the stock of your choice to the market, guys, no? To the whole market, then you can use Standard and Poor's 500 as a proxy to represent the market. So let's click this. Okay, lakihan ko yung line size niya. Then let me use anong kulay. Ito na lang. Itong light green na to. Okay. All right. So ito yung yung S&P 500. Okay, so you can see, guys, na itong S&P 500, no? 81.48% yung increase niya. Okay, and you can see this tech stock, si Apple, si Microsoft, si Netflix, mas mataas yung increase niya. So over this period, we can say that yung mga beta na to, no, the betas of these stocks are positive, while on the other hand, the betas of Southwest and American Airlines are all negative. Kasi pag positive yung beta, ibig sabihin nun, pag tumaas yung market, tataas din yung stock na yun. Pag negative beta naman, ibig sabihin, pag tumaas yung stock, yung market, bumababa yung yung stock. So it runs opposite the market. So when you see a beta that's negative, it means that it's running opposite the market. So maganda siya, guys, as a buffer. Pwedeng isama yun sa portfolio, for example, para in case na bumababa yung market, may stock tayo na tumataas. So that's one technique or strategy which investors do. Okay, so let's go back, guys. Let's go back to, I hope you learned something about that, about using those graphs to learn something about the performance of the stock. Now, aside from that, guys, marami pa tayong makikita dito, no? Merong, ito yung kanina, yung chart natin, statistics, historical data, financials. Tingnan natin itong financials. Okay, so financials ni Apple, we can see here that so ano sila, no? They're using a fiscal year. They nag-end yung ano nila, yung operating period ng end ng September 9, 29. So ito yung total revenue sila, 265 million, ay, baka in millions to, no? Tapos bumaba siya nung 2019 and then tumaas ulit ng 2020 and then ang laki ng jump nung 2021. See, from 274 to 365, no? Ang laki ng jump. Kaya yung income nila, net income, there 59, 55, 57. So talagang lumaki yung operating profit ni Apple nung 2021. All right. So these are the things that you can find here sa Yahoo Finance. By the way, guys, please take note of this. Yung on Wednesday, you will have to anyway, sige, mamaya sasabihin ko. Kailangan i-download nyo rin to. Si Amazon, si Tesla, si Facebook, si Google, si Netflix, at saka si Microsoft. Kasi gagamitin natin yung mga stock prices na yan. Okay, so what are we going to do now? We're going to learn how to download the stock prices. So punta ulit tayo sa historical data. Historical data, okay. So here you have a 1-year period, January 24, 2021 to January 24, 2022. Ang gusto natin, guys, yung gawin na lang natin na January, ito i-type na lang natin, January, so that's 01, 01, 20, 20, gawin natin 2018. 2018. Ang end date will be 12/31, 2021. Okay? So let's cover a 4-year period, January 1, 2018 until December 31, 2021. Okay? So kindly define the start date and the end date. Okay, done. Click natin to. And then we want the historical prices. May options pa dito, no? Pwedeng dividends lang or stock splits or capital gain. We want the historical prices. And then ang pag daily data kasi around 250 trading days, no? 250 prices. 250 times 4 years, so that will be around 1,000 observations. Masyadong malaki for us, no? Ang gawin na lang natin weekly na lang, no? Weekly data. Okay? Anyway, pareho lang naman yung manner ng computation. Kasi what we'd like to do is to learn how to compute for the returns, historical returns, and historical standard deviation. So let's just use weekly data. Ang isang week, mga 50, 52, no? 50 trading observations for 1 year. 4 years tayo, so that's around 210 observations. Okay na, manageable yan. So make sure you apply this, apply. Okay, so now you can see that it's now December 27, 2021. Hindi siya December 31 kasi ibig sabihin nun, ang last trading day ng 2021 is December 27. And then the next is December 20. Kita nyo, weekly na to, no? Weekly data, hindi na siya daily. And then hanggang ang dulong-dulo niya is okay, January 1, 2018. Yan, okay. Ibig sabihin may trading ng January 1, 2018. All right. So we can now download this. After we have applied, we download. Okay, and when you download, guys, you will get a CSV file, comma, separated values. Okay, so let's click this. Let's open. Let me wait. Okay, paki-chat nga, guys. Paki-chat ng yes kung na-download nyo na. If you identified if you define the period natin, January 1, 2018 hanggang December 31, 2021, historical prices, weekly data, apply, and then download. Okay, I'll wait for your go signal, guys, for me to continue. If you have downloaded it, guys, kindly chat yes, please, so that I know that's a signal for me to continue. Okay, thank you. Okay, let's wait for the others, guys. When you have downloaded it, kindly open the CSV file. Okay, good. If you have any questions, please feel free to ask. You may unmute yourself. Okay, waiting for the others' response. Okay, good. Right, thank you. A few more. Let's I think only 8 or 9 and 9 or 10. Let's just give a few more seconds to your classmates. Okay, good. Thank you. Thank you for your feedback. All right. Okay, so let's proceed, guys. Kindly open the CSV file. When you open the CSV file, okay, so you have this information. You have date, open, the opening price, the highest price, the lowest, and the close. And then you have the adjusted close. You notice that the closing price is different from the adjusted close. Okay, kasi may nagkakaroon ng mga adjustments like dividends, stock splits. Okay, kaya meron tayong tinatawag na adjusted close, and then the volume, the amount traded for that specific day. Okay, now let's save this first and save it as an Excel file kasi CSV file to eh. It's better to work on our data using Excel. So I'm going to save this file. Kayo din, save nyo guys. File, save as. Save nyo wherever you want to save it. I'm just going to save it here in my FMDFINA. Okay, I'll just put the AAPL-A. Okay. Kayo guys, pwedeng AAPL lang, no? Okay, and then I'm going to save it as an Excel workbook. Okay, don't save it as a CSV file, guys. We'll save it as an Excel workbook. Okay, save. Okay. Now, the file is now AAPL-A para sa akin, Excel SX. So this is now an Excel file. Okay. Kindly chat again, guys, kung na-save yun na as an Excel file. Okay, paki-feedback guys, ha? Paki-chat kung yes, indicating that you have downloaded, you have saved it as an Excel file and opened the file. Okay, let's wait for your classmates. I hope everybody is able to follow along. Thank you. Okay, good. Okay, sana yung iba guys nakakahabol. Just for a few more seconds. If you have any questions, please feel free to unmute yourself or chat. Okay, so you have the data here, January 1, 2018, the Apple stock opened at 42.54, and then the highest intraday during that day, the highest price it went to was 43.84, and the lowest price it went down to was 42.315, and then it went up and it closed by to 43.75. So compared to 42.54, okay, tumaas siya, okay, 43.75. Ito yung closing na, okay? And there are several ways in order to plot this. Jonathan? John, paki-share yung question mo. Please share to everybody.
Yung sa sir sa date po, parang yung sa akin po kasi po siya
Yeah, i-share ko na lang
parang
sa
naka-hashtag.
Oo nga. Oo. Yeah, share ko na lang sa lahat, Jonathan ha. Yan, so this was a question. Pag ganyan guys, pag may hashtag diyan, ibig sabihin increase lang yung space. Ibig sabihin kinukulang lang yung column width. John, paki-increase yung yung column width. Okay ba? John, did that answer your question?
Yes po, sir.
Okay, thank you. Okay, kasi tinan mo yan, no? Yan, kunyari, yan, ganyan. Tinan mo, yan. Ito yung connect question, guys, ni John. Panay hashtag siya, panay pound sign. If I increase the width, yan, lalabas. Okay, thank you. Thank you for that question, John. Okay, very good. Very good. I appreciate those questions. So keep it coming, no? Okay, so ito guys, ang tawag dito OHLC, no? Ito open, high, low, close. Kasi there are several ways to plot yung mga stock prices. So let me just show you an example, no? Let me show you an example. So tingnan natin So for example, I highlight this, yung open, high, low, close, no? And hanggang sabihin natin hanggang May. Let's see hanggang April, yan, hanggang April guys. In-highlight ko yung si open, high, low, close hanggang April. Yan. Hanggang April siya. Okay, January to April. We can plot that using what we call the candlestick. So let me insert guys. And then we can plot here recommended charts. Recommended charts. Then let's use all charts. Okay, and then you can plot stocks, no? And stocks. In fact, merong merong apat, no? Merong HLC, high, low, close. Merong OHLC, we call it OHLC kasi open, high, low, close. Meron ding VHLC, volume, high, low, close. Tapos ito naman, volume, open, high, low, close. Okay? So for example, since hinighlight na natin si OHLC, we can plot this. Tignan nyo to guys, yung open, high, low, close. Ano ba sabi dito? Okay. Ito. Sandali cancel ko muna. O hindi ko muna i-highlight, no? Papakita ko muna sa inyo, no? So insert, para alam natin, oops, kailangan may naka-highlight. So highlight ko muna lahat, no? I'll highlight kahit ano lang, kahit na ano lang, kahit yan lang, kahit konti lang, no? So insert, recommended charts, okay, all charts, and then stock. So sabi dito, if you want to plot HLC, dapat daw yung data naka-order into high, low, at saka closing. So dapat ang iaano lang natin, ang i-highlight natin lang yung high, low, closing, and the dates, no? Ito naman, this one, open, high, low, close. We have to highlight yung opening, high, low, closing price, and then use the dates or stock names as labels. Okay? So let's do that, guys. Let's do that. Cancel ko to ulit. Highlight natin si date, open, high, low, close, and then hanggang April yan. Hanggang April lang para makita natin. Then insert, recommended charts, all charts, stock, okay, and then ito. Pwede natin magamit si OHLC. Okay? All right. So this is now the plot for OHLC. Okay, ngayon hindi siya masyadong kita, no? Let's just improve on this a bit. Hindi siya masyadong apparent. So bawasan natin, guys, yung axis na to. Kasi it starts with 0. Pero ang lowest naman ito, ang lowest is around around yung sa lowest niya is around 36, 37, no? So gawin natin to magsimula sa 37. So 35, I'll make the minimum 35. So let me click this. Format axis. Okay, ang minimum kasi niya 0. So gawin natin yung minimum para mas maging pronounce yung plot natin 35. Maximum 50, okay na yan? Okay, then enter. Okay, so okay, hindi masyadong not so hindi siya masyadong kita. Lagyan kaya natin ng kulay para ayan, so this is better. So this is an example, guys, ng open, high, low, close, no? So this is OHLC for Apple from 1/1/2018 to 12/31/2021. Apple weekly prices, kasi weekly prices siya. Okay, binigyan ko lang ng title. Oops. Hindi yung weekly ko. Okay, anyway, so ang importante dito, guys, tingnan nyo, no? Ma-adjust po natin yung width nito, but this is not the objective of this discussion. Gusto ko lang pakita sa inyo na we can do this. Now, tingnan nyo may white at saka may white at saka black. Yung white dito, guys, it indicates that the price increased. How do I know that? Tingnan nyo to. Itong una dito, this one, is this one, no? January 1. So it started at 42, it ended at 43. No? Okay, tapos ang tawag dito candlestick, guys. This one, candlestick siya. Candlestick, it's white because the closing was higher than the opening price. Tapos may ano siya dito, may wick, di ba? WICK yung sa candle, mapapansin niyo yung wick, yung thread sa dulo. Okay, ito, yung wick na to, guys, this is the lowest price. Okay, 42.31 ito, yun, no? 42.31. And then the other one, yung wick dito, that's the highest price. So sabi nga dito, 43.75. Hindi Hindi siya eksakto, no? Okay, basta highest to. Pag black naman guys, ibig sabihin nun, the closing is higher than the opening. Okay? So iba, you can also plot, pwede yung isama yung volume. Okay, pwede yung isama yung volume, and I leave you guys to explore how to do that. Sa volume kasi, sige, pakita ko lang sandali. No? Sa volume, ang requirement on dapat, okay, delete natin to. Dapat yung arrangement natin, open, high, low, close, volume. Tingnan natin yung just a few, hanggang February lang. Okay, insert, and then recommended chart, all chart, stock. Ito, yan. Volume, open, high, low, close. Okay, so ang sabi dito dapat, high, ang order dapat, high, low, close, open, high, low, close. Bakit ganun? High, open, high, low. Parang kulang ng ng open dito. Anyway, so ito yung ano natin, no? Okay? Right? So this is it, no? Hindi siya masyadong maganda, no, sa Excel. Yan. Okay. So I just wanted to show you guys yung yung open, high, low, close, and then the volume. All right. Okay, any questions guys about the plotting? Any questions about the plotting? Of course, pwedeng ano lang, no? Pwede yung simple lang, yung I highlight yung close, insert, and then we can do a scatter plot for that. Okay, ito. Ito yung plot natin kanina, di ba? Control X ko muna. Then I go here. Control V. So this was what we saw in the Yahoo Finance. Ito yung plot natin kanina. Ay, sorry. Okay, pwede rin natin ibuguhin yung design yan. Okay, so this is just the ano lang, no, simple line chart lang ng stock price natin. Okay, any questions guys? Any questions about this? Clear ba so far guys? Different ways to visualize our data. Okay, no questions? Sige. So let me just copy this. Let me create another another sheet, and then i-delete ko na to. Delete natin yung mga prices na to. And then what we're going to make use of is just the adjusted close. No? Gagamitin natin si adjusted close. So i-delete natin tong open, high, low, close, and then the volume. Okay. Sometimes sa investment analysis, pwedeng gamitin yung close, pwedeng gamitin yung adjusted close. Okay, so let's just use the adjusted close. And in your assignment, ganun yung gagawin nyo guys. No? So i-delete natin to, and then I'll put Apple here. So this is the adjusted closing price of Apple. Okay. All right. So ang di-discuss natin, how do we compute for the returns and the risk? Okay, of historical prices. Ito historical prices to, no? So we'll learn how to compute for the andali guys. Okay. So returns, guys, we're going to take a look at two types of returns. One is simple returns. No? So we're going to learn how to compute for simple returns. Pag simple returns, ang formula natin to is just the value at time t minus the value at time t minus 1 divided by 1. Okay, in fact, we have discussed this before. Let me just control 1 para mas clear yung formula natin. Okay, and then this is t minus 1, highlight ko. Control 1, subscript. Okay. So para mas naintindihan natin, there should be minus 1 here. Okay guys, ito. No? This is the formula for simple returns. Value at time t minus value at time t minus 1, then divide. Okay, sorry, my mistake. No? Okay. So it's a value at time t. Pati yung divide na subscript. Okay. So it's a value of time t divided by the value at time t minus 1 and then minus 1. So ito yung formula natin to get the simple returns. So let's do that for Apple. So ang time between January 8 and January 1, ang VT natin dyan yung January 8. Ang VT minus 1 natin yung previous week will be yung January 1. So easily, guys, you can compute for this. This is equal to the value on January 8 divided by the value on January 1 minus 1. Okay? So that's around 1.19% yung returns, no? Yung increase ng value. And we can just click this so that it goes down. Okay? Yun hanggang dulo, no? Hanggang December 27, 2021. Okay, pause muna ako, guys. Kindly chat, guys, kung nakuha niyo yung simple returns natin dito. B3, B3, where's B3? B3 or C3? John?
Sir, yung sa ano po, sa pag-compute po dun sa row ng C, column C po.
Mm-hmm.
Ano po yung ano niya?
Yeah.
Ayun.
B3 over B2, no? So this is the value at time t divided by the value at time t minus 1, yung previous, and then minus 1.
Okay, sir. Thank you po.
Okay, thank you for that question, John. Okay, any other questions, guys? So simple lang yung simple, kaya nga simple returns, no? So mako-compute natin yung it's just like the growth rate, no? By how much did the price of the stock grow between from January 1 between January 1 and January 8. Okay, so dito hindi natin tinitingnan yung January 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. No? We're just looking at January 1 and then January 8. Most probably mga Fridays to. No? Every Friday to. 1, 8, 15, 22. These are the Fridays. All right. So, okay, what we can do is from row 7, okay, hanggang 5 rows down, gawin natin hanggang row 205. I'm going to hide natin siya. Okay, hinide ko siya para mas manageable yung natin, no? Mas manageable yung pag-compute natin kasi kung masyadong mahaba, guys, Imagine kung nag-daily pa tayo. So 1,000 yun. More than 1,000 observations. Anyway, the concept is the same. So let's now compute for the returns, no? Average returns. So sa simple return to, simple lagyan natin dito. Notice guys, yung returns, okay, will be one less than the prices. Okay, di ba ang total observation natin 209. 209 prices, no? 210 to minus 1 kasi may header tayo dito sa taas. So 209 yung prices natin, pero yung returns natin 208 na lang. Okay, so 208 na lang yung returns natin. Okay, so how do you compute for the returns? So just get the average. So if we get the average of this, average here of the returns, okay, and let's make this as percentage. Okay, okay, so it's 0.7849%. So over the past 4 years, yung weekly average returns ni Apple is 0.7849. And once we know this, guys, you can easily compare this kunyari, with Netflix, with Microsoft, and we can make some conclusions about sino yung mas mataas na, who was the better performer for the past 4 years, 2018 to 2021, in terms of average returns. Kasi meron na tayong metric, no? 0.7849%. Ito yung average returns ni Apple for the past 4 years from 2018 January hanggang December 2021. Okay? So there's another return, hindi lang simple returns. Meron din tayong tinatawag na log returns. Log returns. Okay, now I'd like you to read up on this a bit. Hindi ko i-explain dito to, but hopefully when we go back to this on Wednesday, you can tell me why finance prefers using yung log returns. There's a reason why usually ginagamit yung log returns. And it's just, copy natin to, Control-C, Control-V. And you just get the log or the ln. So it's just the log . Okay, so ito guys yung log returns. So it's just the log of the VT over VT minus 1. Okay? So hindi kasama yung minus 1. Bigyan natin ito ng para hindi nakakalito. Yeah, okay? Just get the log of the price at time t divided by time t minus 1. Okay, let's do that. And there's, as I said, guys, there's a reason why oftentimes people prefer getting the log returns. No? So let me call this log returns. And ang gagamitin natin, guys, yung natural logarithm. Okay. Kasi pag sa math, di ba? Yung log, pag log ang ginagamit, it makes use of base 10. Base 10. Pag ln naman, so this makes use of the base e. Naalala nyo si e? Si exponential number. So yun ang kaibahan niya. Sa math, very specific. Pag ln, okay, ln yung ginagamit na function, the base is yung e, si 2.17, 18, etc. So let's do that. Sa Excel, it's ln. No? Returns the natural logarithm of a number. So that's the price at time t divided by the price at time t minus 1. Okay, let me pause. Okay, so Control Enter. Okay, and notice guys na mas maliit yung log, no? mas maliit yung log values kasi it's being scaled. And that's one of the reasons why ang ginagamit talaga, mas gustong ginagamit yung log returns. Kunin din natin yung average niya. Okay, and you'll see that it's lower. Okay, mas mababa siya kaysa dun sa sa simple returns. Okay, any questions guys so far? Nakuha na natin yung nakuha natin yung average returns, no? Before I forget guys, as your assignment for Wednesday, kindly download also yung sabi natin, di ba? Download the prices for Amazon, okay? For Google, for FB, for Netflix, and for Microsoft. What I want you to do is side by side, guys. Ito, di ba yung Apple, no? 41.84 from January 1, 2018 hanggang December 31, 2021. Okay, side by side. Apple, Amazon, Google, Facebook, Netflix, Microsoft. Okay? We're going to learn and compare yung mga average returns nila. Okay, any questions, guys? All right. So no questions. Let's go now to returns. Paano naman yung returns? Okay. Sayang hindi ko kayo natanong kanina. Doon sa plot kanina, yung nakikita niyo, di ba, si American Airlines, medyo pababa yung ano niya. Tapos hindi na nga naka-recover doon sa original niya. Who do you think, guys, if you recall the diagram, sino doon yung pinaka-risky? Any answer? Any suggestion? We need to measure risk. Sa tingin nyo guys, sino yung pinaka-risky doon? Was it American Airlines? Was it Apple? Any volunteer guys? Sa tingin nyo, what do you think? Anyone? Hello, guys. You recall the diagram natin? Yan, no? Ito yung diagram natin, di ba? Sino dito yung pinaka-risky? What do you think? Yes. Okay, Ian, bakit kaya? Okay, thank you for answering, Ian. Yes, why do you think it's American Airlines? Then we'll ask Shello also.
American Airlines has a beta of 1.66 compared to Apple, sir, which is 1.2 lang, sir.
Interesting. Okay. So, saan mo nakuha yung beta ni American Airlines?
Sinerch ko po isa-isa, sir.
Okay, that's good. Thank you, Ian. That's good, ah. Pero yung beta kasi na binibigay sa atin dun sa you're correct. Yung 5-year na monthly data, according to Ian, ang ginawa ni Ian, sinerch na si AAL, no? Tapos lumabas na yung 5-year, yun ang binibigyan ni Yahoo Finance, 5-year na monthly data. Ang beta ni American Airlines is 1.66. Si Apple 1.2. Very correct, no? Very correct na based on beta, mas risky nga mas risky si American Airlines. Kasi 1.66 yung beta niya eh. Diba sabi natin, the higher the beta, the more risky the asset is. Kasi mas volatile siya. Ibig sabihin, pag tumaas si Apple, si market, si Standard & Poor's, pag tumaas siya ng 10%, si American Airlines tataas ng negative ba yung beta o positive? Iyan?
Positive, sir.
Positive, okay. Kung positive siya, ibig sabihin, they move in the same direction. If the S&P 500 moves up by 10%, American Airlines will move by 16%. Kasi 1.66 times siya. Si Apple naman, sabi natin kanina, di ba, 12% lang itataas niya. Pero yung downside naman yan, pag bumagsak si market ng 10%, American Airlines will fall by 16%. Okay? So, tama yung sagot ni Ian. Thank you, Ian, for that. Very good. That's correct. That's a correct answer. Kaso, iba yung time frame natin, ano? Tsaka iba yung data natin. Ang tinitingnan natin na data is just daily. No? Daily data to from 2018 hanggang 2021. So, tama si Ian na dun sa 5-year na monthly data, mas mataas yung beta ni American Airlines. So, mas risky siya. Pero dito, guys, from 2018, daily data to 2021, hindi pa natin kinocompute yung beta dito, hindi ko pa tinituro sa inyo. No? Pero just by looking at this, may isa pa nag-answer, si Shelo, why? Why are you saying Apple?
Sir, he was correct naman po dun sa beta. Pero
Yeah, correct siya.
Pero like looking at the charts po, sir, I feel like Apple is the riskier asset because it's more prone to changes.
Okay.
So if you would observe po, compared to the other graphs presented, Apple's stock price po is more volatile, which means that it can go really low or go really high. And if you would observe the movements po on a daily basis, you would see that the price po, the changes between the prices is huge po as compared to the other companies, sir.
Well, excellent. Thank you, Shelo. Both of you are correct, no? Si Ian sabi niya mas ano si American Airlines kasi ang context ni Ian dun sa binigay na beta ni Yahoo Finance, which is correct, no? But it's a 5-year monthly data. If we're going to base it here, tama si Shelo. Kasi ang risk, guys, is a measurement of volatility. It's a measurement of dispersion. If you take a look, dito nagsimula si Apple, andito na yung price niya, no? So although it outperformed the other stocks. Pero since we're basing it here sa start, nag-increase siya ng 319%, samantalang si American Airlines, although it went down only by 64%. Okay? Ang susunod na mas risky si ano to? Sino to yung ano? Who's ayan. Si Microsoft, no? Ayan, lumabas na yung mga prices dito. Tapos yung green, si Netflix, etc. So based on dispersion, guys, based on this period, mas mataas, guys, yung ano yung riskiness ni Apple. Okay? So thank you, Shelo, thank you, Ian. You're both correct, no? Tama, no? Okay, going back here. So to measure, guys, it's almost time, guys. May I have just an extension of 3 to 4 minutes? Okay lang ba, guys? Is it okay with you? Para matapos lang natin yung pag-compute ng risk.
Yes, sir.
Thank you, guys. Thank you for your patience. So risk, guys, is a measurement of volatility. Sinabi nga ni Shelo. It's a measurement of volatility. Okay, it's a measurement of dispersion. Okay, and if you look at from your stat, guys, dalawa yung ginagamit natin na measurement dyan. It's either variance, okay, or standard deviation, di ba? So pareho lang yan. Si standard deviation is related to variance. Just get the square root of the variance, you get the standard deviation. And the formula for this one is, okay, so very quickly, guys, summation, insert. Okay, so it's a summation of the return minus R mean, okay, and then this is squared divided by n minus 1. Okay, so this is the formula for a sample, no? Sample variance to. Ayusin ko lang to, guys, para mas maganda yung formula natin. Control 1, subscript natin. Okay, and then C2. Control 1, the superscript natin. Okay, so this is the formula for our variance. No? Tapos yung standard deviation will just be the square root. So let's compute for that, guys. Let's compute for the variance. Variance. Okay, so kailangan natin dito yung Let me copy this. Control C, Control V. Control C, Control V. Tanggalin natin itong information. Guys, by the way, if you need to go, okay lang you may go. Anyway, naka-record naman so. For those who can still stay, let me just have 2 or 3 minutes for this. So we need to compute for the R minus R mean. Ito yung gagamitin natin yung average natin, yung log return. So let's give this a name. I'll call it R mean. Okay. So therefore, guys, so we have to take a look at this individually. So that's R, that's the return, log return minus the average return. Okay, nakafix na yan. And then square natin. Squared, diba? R minus R mean squared. Control Enter. Okay, and let's just change the format of this. Gawin natin number. Okay, 5 decimal places na lang. Okay, and then double click. Yan. So these are now the individual R minus R mean squared. Therefore, the variance, guys, is equal to, ano yung formula? Tingnan natin, formula. This one. We need to sum this up. Sum natin yung R minus R mean squared. Okay? And then divided by N minus 1. Yung N dito, guys, yung number of returns. No? Yung dispersion ng square deviations from the mean. So that's count. Count na lang natin, guys. Count ng. So I'm just going to highlight count. Hindi ko na isasama yung dulo para N minus 1. Of course, pwede nyo gawin yung dulo, hanggang dulo, tapos mag-minus 1 pa. Okay, so this is faster. Okay, Control Enter. Tapos gawin kong percentage to para okay. So this is now this variance of Apple stock, no? Ito yung variance niya. And then easily the standard deviation, standard deviation. Okay, so both of these are measures of risk, no? Risk, lagay ko risk. Ganun din to, yung standard deviation natin. Risk din siya. Okay, so we just get the square root of this. SQRT, square root. There. Okay, follow na lang natin yung format nito. Okay, yun. So the risk as measured by the standard deviation, usually standard deviation yung ginagamit, is 4.15%. Okay? Okay, so this will have more meaning pag kinompare na natin sa ibang stock. Okay, so for Wednesday, guys, pag nag-meet ulit tayo, kindly have a spreadsheet, parang ganito, no? Control, parang ganito, hanggang December 31 na. Control V. Tapos andito din, guys, yung prices ni side by side sa prices ni Amazon. Yan, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Control C. Control V. Amazon, group 2, 3, 4. May isa pa, di ba? May isa pa akong, ano pa yung isa, guys? Ano, nakalimutan ko. Ano pa yung isa? Tesla pala, Tesla. Okay? So Tesla and isama nyo na, guys, isama nyo na si GSPC. Okay, ito yung Standard and Poor's. Kailangan pala natin to. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 stocks. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 stocks pala. May Apple na tayo. So ida-download nyo lang si Amazon, Google, and then use the adjusted close. Use the adjusted close. Okay. All right. Thank you so much, guys. Salamat sa patience. I'm sorry I have to extend a bit. Okay. So that will be all for today. I'm going to see you on Wednesday. Tutuloy natin to. I-compute natin. Co-compare natin yung returns at saka ano nila, standard deviations. Okay? So for
Sure.
those of you, yes?
Third question. I'm the one who asked about the book po. Because before the Christmas break, sir, I purchased the book. But when I answered po, the book says na the reading assignment won't be graded anymore, sir.
And then, i-extend ko siya, i-open ko siya, no?
Oh, okay, sir.
I-open
Sige.
ko na lang yan kasi I have to be lenient, no? Kasi marami tayong mga concerns na yan. I'm going to open the reading assignment so that those of you who haven't
Okay,
submitted,
sir. I'll
okay?
email you na lang po, sir.
Sure, sure.
Thank
Okay.
you, sir. God
Thank
bless
you.
po. Thank you.
Okay, sige. God bless. God bless everyone, guys. Yung mga magpapacheck ng attendance, kindly stay. The rest, guys, salamat ha. It was a good day for us today. No? Salamat. So, sino magpapacheck ng attendance? Wait.
Me po, sir.
Okay, dali lang ha. Let me open. Okay, sino?
Angeline po,
Thank
sir.
you.
Sayon.
Angeline, anong family name?
Sayon po. Sayon.
Sayon. Okay, thank you, Angeline. Okay, anyone else?
Ako po, sir. Wala na ako po.
Christian. Okay. Okay, thank you, Christian. Anyone else? Okay, so thank you guys. Keep safe and have a blessed evening ahead.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.